What's up, everyone? We're back for some more Gundam Evolution gameplay. This time playing as Nu Gundam. It's going to be ranked as well. And I haven't really done much with Nu Gundam since the end of Season 2 when Nu Gundam was released. I kind of did my retrospective on the season, how I felt about them. And since then, Nu Gundam has received quite a few buffs. The first one being that strafe speed buff, and the most recent ones being the extra health and increase to damage on the funnels in exchange for a slightly longer cooldown. But I think most people agree that is a buff. And part of the reason I haven't really done anything in Nu Gundam since then is that that first buff, while it is definitely a buff, increasing the strafe speed, has thrown me off so much. I was starting to get the hang of Nu Gundam kind of at the end of Season 2. It was actually starting to feel like they were kind of a regular, comfortable suit for me to play. Then that strafe speed change hit, and now I'm completely screwed up. Like, yes, it makes you way harder to hit. Or maybe not way harder, but it makes you harder to hit while you're aiming on the sights and firing. But also throws off my muscle memory for aiming like crazy. Like, I just can't figure out what's going on. I think if I play, multiple games in a row as Nu Gundam, I'll start to get more in the habit of it. I actually was trying that the other day. I did like 3 or 4 games in a row, and it was starting to feel better. But when I'm swapping around playing different suits, like, Gundam or Pale Rider or other suits where I'm aim down the sights a lot, switching a Nu Gundam and just playing for one game, it takes a while to get kind of in the mood for it. But we're doing okay so far. I did die there once, but we're still able to hold this waypoint for the time being. Kind of push back here, me and Ashmar. We do get that kill on Guntank. We're gonna have to see if we can stop Methus from getting to repair. I'm kind of scared to come out here. I see them all pushing in. I think it's just me and Ashmar. Ashmar goes down. I'm getting some shots in the back of Satsui. Might get him down here. Here comes Barb. Nearly managed to avoid that. And Barbs are extra scary on JP. Like right there where I'm not really sure what happened. I definitely used my my Hyper Bazooka going forward, or my Mega Bazooka going forward, and I got hit with the melee at the same time. And it seemed like it pulled me back in, which I don't think is the intended behavior. Something weird happening there. Maybe the swing was out in front of me and pushed me back because the game didn't really know which direction I was going. Either way, kind of weird, and I do end up dying for it. Might have died anyways. Didn't really have a lot of options to get away. But they're going for their first plant. Looks like they did get interrupted. Barely get away. Have to use that bazooka again just to gain a little bit extra distance. I do have my G maneuver, but it's not as useful on defense as offense. But I can still use it to potentially get a good disarm. So I could use it here, but I know they have that barb, so I don't want to use it preemptively and just die in my shield from a barb. And right there, I did die to the funnels. We're having a little bit of a duel, Nu on Nu, and he got more shots, more funnels going. I do get repaired at least. I'm seeing I might have the chance here, but I know that Barb is still alive, so I'm still kind of afraid. I want to clear out the area a bit more. Some shots in there, Nu, but I'm low again. I have to back up to this health pack once more. Almost get caught on that corner and go down, but yeah, he's chasing enemy on the side. You know what? I'm just going to use it now. Got 2 people diving me. I know his shield's going to end first as long as I can survive, and he did try and go inside my shield to take me out. I got some extra help from Unicorn, and now we got our Barb going in. Shield wore off. We cleared out a decent amount. I'm just thinking, where's that Barb? Can I really go for it? We did clear out a bit. There he is over there. Get some damage on him. Gonna take down the Sazabi, but Barb is still around. Guntank comes in, stops the disarm. I'm gonna try and go for it as well. I know Barb's still alive, but I was hoping that he might still be preoccupied elsewhere. But he did come in. And then it looks like Turn A went for that last ditch one, just hoping that maybe it would work, and not enough. So they do get that first point pretty quickly. That is kind of the problem of that that B point plant there. It's very hard to deal with a Barb who can kind of stay up in the upper area and just drop down. Even if he doesn't kill you, he's going to get that stun with his longsword, and then it's going to interrupt that disarm and put you in a bad situation. So we weren't able to take him out. Never really felt comfortable going for that disarm until the last minute when we had to force it. But now they're coming again. 3 of them all coming in from the same side. Kind of taking this high ground here. They could either drop down or continue to the upper plant. Almost get Barb, he just barely gets away. And like I said, I'm having a bit of trouble in consistent shots because I'm not quite in the groove for shooting as Nu Gundam with that extra strafe speed. But almost get Methus there, have to back up. I think I'm going to be okay even with all those funnels on me. I think he got the full stacks, but I'm still okay. I got a lot of HP, and Unicorn was healing me a bit too. But it looks like they are going for the lower plant. Napalm got someone, but not the one planting apparently. So Nu Gundam with his extra HP, but I think we can get a quick disarm here. Barb's not nearby, and even if he was, we'd still have a little bit of time to stop him. But it looks like he's G-maneuvering up top, so they might be going for that plant next. The Guntank comes in. The rest of my team was with me, but I think they're going up to help deal with that Barb, so I'm kind of alone. I do get Guntank down, but here comes Pale Rider. Actually, Barb there, he was really low, just narrowly slipped away, but yeah, wasn't able to get the health pack to come up again yet. And Ashmar wasn't able to go for the repair on me either, because they were still pushing upper area. And now Barb's coming back in, and we're trading pretty well, looks like so far. As long as no one goes down to this Barb, we might actually still be in a good position to defend, because they are getting the plant, another B point plant. They have been opting for that over A point, I guess. It is probably a little bit better for their team With Barb, he can come to the high ground and drop through those vents to come down. Not as good as the first point because he can't directly slam down, but still not a whole lot of distance for him to cover. But once again, I don't think he's nearby. Just going to go for this disarm. And we get it again. Coming in now a little bit late. Nu Gundam with the Metis G around him, and Barb is here. Just narrowly missing those shots on that Nu Gundam, and I think I tried to use my funnels, and unfortunately went on Barb instead, who was also low, but he was moving around. Probably would have killed Nu. I wasn't able to get that revive either. And then another G maneuver. Pale Rider comes behind, and then they might be going for another B point plant. Pale Rider's going up top, probably just to clear space. But yeah, it looks like B point again. They really like that B point. And they do have the waypoint still, so they could have potentially gone for A, but I guess since they're already down there, B point was what they decided to go for. And I do have my G maneuver again. But like I said, Barb's a problem. And right there, oh my gosh, that's how you know we're playing on JP's server. Getting hit from that far away. You know, normally you can kind of forgive it a little bit if, like, the Barb hits somewhere where you were just standing a moment ago, because it's like, oh, it's the ping, you know. On his side, I was still standing in that spot. But in that situation, it felt like he hit a spot where I'd never been standing, and I still got stunned. So that was a bit tilting, and it was definitely leading me towards maybe I want to switch off Nu Gundam if we make it to the next round. But right here, I still have my chance to get Barb. I do have one stack on him. I think I fired the funnels, but I decided to go for this since Barb is low. Obviously, he's still the threat, but he decides to go on turn A there, and even though I could be going for the disarm, I decided to finish him off. Don't want him to be disrupting. Shield goes down, but I got all that HP still, and a couple people body blocking. Team helps, and we are able to get that again. So 20 seconds left. We'll see where they go for B one more time, or will they opt for A this time? If they even have time for a push at all. They just got their Pale Rider went down to our Exia. And I think we got a few people pushing that waypoint. Butterfly came out, 2 more kills. Yeah, this is looking rough. They only have Sazabi and Exia, just Exia now, to go for any sort of plant. And I'm waiting for him to see if he goes for it. But I guess he was not able to get close enough in time. So we were able to hold. They weren't able to get both points, but they also got pretty close, 90%. So we're going to have to do pretty well ourselves on both points in order to win this still. And like I said, wasn't really feeling the Nu Gundam there. I do still want to get better with how good, because Nu Gundam is, you know, I want to reiterate, Nu Gundam is very good in their current state, definitely buffed. But yeah, it's still not really in the swing of things personally with how they've changed that. So I decided to go for a little more trusty and reliable suit, going for Dom Trooper here on offense. And might be a little bit easier to deal with that Barb. If you're not landing your shots, Nu Gundam's a big target for Barb and not very mobile, so... And he gets right through your shield as well, so I figured Dom, while still limited to 1 dash, is a bit more mobile, has some good options with splash damage and mines to kind of affect a Barb up close. Just going for it here. Weren't able to get him yet, though. We're pushing in a little bit here. Got their Dom low, but the Unicorn comes in, gives him that armor. He does still go down. My team might be able to follow up here. We got a couple kills. Got Barb v Barb action. Their Barb gets away. Our Barb chases, maybe a little too aggressive. He's going into a Dom as well. I was waiting here for a second. I thought maybe my team would be able to get the waypoint. I figured since it's not a huge distance, I'll go ahead anyways. Looks like I could have waited and got that spawn, but I think this is still okay. But still trading. They're still fighting for it. Don't really want to fight this Jim over here. Fire a couple shots this way, but I'm kind of trying to help on the waypoint itself. We do get it back. And it looks like now we're going to be able to start our offensive to get these actual bomb plants going. 3 of us coming in here to A. No snipers on either side of the mix, so that's not too much of a thing to worry about. Obviously, someone could switch, but normally people start on the sniper if they're going to go for it, since it's not too bad going towards the waypoint as well. Put about a lot of damage there. They have to back up, going for the plant. It looks like, unfortunately, our turn A goes down. I'm going to go ahead and repair him before going for any sort of plant. And then he decides to go for the plant again while I drop some mines to cover for him. Probably a better idea. Go ahead and put that armor on him just in case. Didn't really need it. Now we're going for A-point plants. So far, going for the exact opposite what they did. They've pushed B and got it on their first thing. We'll have to see if we can do it first on A as well. They do have that high ground still. I think we have one person up there, though, to kind of fight him. I catch this Unicorn out a bit alone fighting our turn A. Not getting the big hits. They did nerf that the splash damage on the farther away hits on Dom now, but still enough. He almost got me there, though. Credit to him. Unicorn usually should not win that matchup, especially when some of his abilities are down. But he did manage to take him out just barely. Able to stop that disarm, but there's a lot of them there, and they got a Jim with a shield. I want to heal up a little bit. I think it's just me around. Hit him again, but that shield, it can't get around it. And I think it was basically just me in the area. We do have heavy arms, yep, up there, but he's showed up a little bit too late. Still had to get in position. and they were able to get that disarm. So we haven't been able to get first point as quickly as them, but we do still have some time. Looks like we're going for B point this time. Catch an Ashmar, though, coming around trying to flank and get our waypoint. Extra, well, not extra, that 100 HP that he lost now, making that a little bit easier to 1v1 there for Dom, even though Dom lost 100 HP before as well. Coming here, getting that splash damage, just barely stopping before they could disarm. Decided to go for my G-Mirror, just pushing through. Actually really low still. Something took away the armor I got from my Screaming Nimbus like right away. Didn't really realize that, so I thought I was still be able to take out this Pale Rider even after my ult ended. But no, I did go down. But still, I bought some space, so I think that was a good option there. They were going for a disarm at the moment and kind of pushed them off it. Give the rest of my team some time to show up. But I still got to come back now that I died in the back and wasn't able to get repaired. Here comes their Screaming Nimbus. Now see if I can maybe get this repair here. It kind of floated away. Looks like Hades stopped one disarm. And me and Heavy Arms coming in here getting another one. Also got a butterfly flying around. I think that was ours. But he did go down to the gym, actually. And that punch takes me out. But Heavy Arms is still alive. And with some help from Barb, they are able to stop it. Help from Ashmar as well with that napalm. And we are going to point B. We're going to have less time than them. Obviously, we didn't get that quite as quick. But we still got a good 3 minutes to make something happen. And right now we do have Barb G maneuver, obviously a big one that could open stuff up. Probably going to go for the waypoint first. This is one of those points where you don't really have to go for the waypoint. It is closer, but it does feel like it restricts you a bit to a specific path. So sometimes it may be better to not always come from here, especially if the whole enemy team is really doing a good job of holding down this quarter. You can of course go around side still and you're closer, but it's not as big of a distance saver if you're going around to the lower point instead of up towards A. We are going to see if we can push through here. Pretty good area for Dom, getting able to get a lot of splash damage. And Pale Rider does take out that unicorn. Gonna keep pushing through. I'm kind of low, so I'm going to wrap around back here and grab this health pack. Someone is going for the plant. Looks like Barb came in, but our Barb actually got him. Tried to do that reverse combo where you go for the longsword into the mace slam, but that has been nerfed. I don't think it's as easy to do anymore. I don't think you could really do it on a good ping before either. It's kind of one of those high ping situations. Putting out a lot of damage here, but they're also getting some repairs and not able to slip out at the end. We ended up getting the B point plant while all that was happening. Looks like Ashmar's down there, and Napalm's going to be a good option to deny the disarm, but I think it's just really him in position. We weren't able to get it, though. It's still going. We got a couple more kills. Barbolt comes out, but it looks like only one kill, and then he goes down. That might not be good enough. Right there, I was hoping I saw Sazby low, hoping I could finish him off, but now I don't have my beam, missing out a little bit extra damage. And while I killed Gundam, it's not quite fast enough. I might have been able to come up there and throw some mines on him too, but I was so low with those two shooting at me, I was a bit worried that the splash damage would kill me faster. But could have still been a good option. It is one thing that if you play Dom a lot, and it's things I know when I'm playing Dom, but I forget because I switch around suits a lot. The mines, you can kind of throw them out in between rocket launches. Also, while you're using your armor gun, you can kind of cancel that animation by throwing out a mine. So it's a really good option to kind of throw mines in between your other attacks because it kind of just fills in that time. And it's something I always forget when I don't play Dom a lot. Right here, gonna go for this plant. Nope, I see Ashmar coming in. Knew that I'd die before I get that plant off. Kind of throwing out some mines into space. I decided to back up, but Sazvik wrapped around behind. I didn't realize they had capped the waypoint. So I did go down, and time is ticking. We've only gotten 40% about. That's not going to cut it, and we got 30 seconds left. 50% close enough, but either way, it doesn't matter unless we pass it up. This isn't a point capture mode, so it's all or nothing on the next plant, I believe, if we can get it. And with no waypoint, we just got the waypoint now. It's going to be a distance for us to go. We are up full amount, but here's some juniors coming out. Ashburn gets taken out. Tournay goes down. Someone's planning up top. I think it's Barb. It looks like Pale Rider's there with him as well. I'm the only one with my G maneuver. I decided to come in and just use it just to give my teammates that armor that it grants, if nothing else. And push some people around as well. Do manage to take out that unicorn at the end there, but they're going for the disarm. There's so many of them around it. Get some good splash damage, and Barb somehow survived all that and came in as well. Great stop. We're still hanging on a thread here. There's still some life in us. We might be able to get this. Still 35 seconds left. Team going for repair here, but fortunately a couple people showed up, and Ashmar lost his life for that, trying to get me up again. I don't know if we have any new G maneuvers up. It looks like Butterfly's actually coming pretty soon. That's going to be a really good option as long as Tournay can stay alive. And he is going for it now, combined with Barb's G maneuver and Hades. Actually, we got all of those up all at the same time. They tried to push in. One of them went down to Butterfly, but the Sosby behind, just firing away at him. He keeps flanking me like that, but I think this time my team might be able to get the repair. Sosby had to back up. And 5 seconds left. Sosby's too far away. I don't know if anyone else is up. Here comes Gundam, but I think it's too late. And we just barely, with just a sliver of time left, we're able to get that final plant and hold it all the way till the end. Definitely shout out to that Barb and the Pale Rider managing to pull that off when it didn't look like there was any hope left for us. And while my Nu Gundam may have been lacking a bit in that first round, Dom did well enough in the second round that I was still able to get that MVP. I do believe I also got Diamond 3 off of this game, so there's still a decent amount of time left in the season. I could theoretically get Masters, but I don't know if I want to commit to that level of grind. I do like to give you guys a variety of gameplay videos here with different mobile suits, and when I play ranked, I do feel like I'm a bit more limited. You know, a lot of Pale Rider, a lot of Dom. So do let me know, you know, are you okay with seeing more of just those suits I like to play for ranked, or do you prefer the variety? Because right now I kind of do a little of both, but if I was going to go for a serious grind, it'd probably be more focused. But either way, that's going to be it for now. You can stay tuned here for more YouTube videos, or you can catch me live on Twitch. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.